What's going on, everybody? Manufactured Opinion here, and welcome back to some more Kingdoms of Amalur. And today I'm just going to go over real quickly what I think the most useful skills will be, what were the most useful skills to me in the demo, and what I believe, in my opinion, will be the best skills going forward deeper into the game. So anyways, let's get right into it here. If you don't know where to find the skills menu, it's just in status under skills. Now these are the skills, not the abilities, and it's things like alchemy, blacksmithing, all that kind of stuff. So anyways, I'm just going to go right down the line here, give you my thoughts on each skill, and just tell you what I would be putting most of my points into. So anyways, alchemy, I have absolutely no use for alchemy. I think it's quite redundant. I was able to buy most of the potions I needed from alchemist shops. I looted a lot of potions, and just the fact that potions take up your limited inventory space, I don't want to make a lot of potions. Maybe if I needed resistance potions, I would think about putting points into alchemy, but I maybe needed a resistance potion once in the demo, and even then I was still able to beat it fairly easily. It will become useful, I believe, depending on when you can make the higher level regen potions, because those basically make you unkillable. So those are my thoughts on that. Blacksmithing, and my top 3, blacksmithing is number 2. From what I've read, what I've seen, you can make some of the best high-end gear by putting a lot of your by maxing out the blacksmithing line. And I guess it all depends on what kind of components you can find too. So blacksmithing is definitely something I'll be putting most of my points into, just for the fact that if I can't really find some good armor, I can always fall back on making something sweet, or maybe it even goes better. Like, I'll be able to make gear that outpaces the gear that I'm finding. So just for that option alone, I'm definitely going to be putting a lot of my points into blacksmithing. Number 1, Detect Hidden. Detect Hidden was awesome to me during the demo. And if you don't know what Detect Hidden is, it basically shows this little treasure chest on your map. If you walk near it, your controller will start vibrating and you'll be able to loot the treasure. Now, I was talking about how I was able to just buy all the potions I need, and I know you're saying, well, that costs gold. If I just loot some plant and make the potion, boom, I won't need gold. You find so much gold with this Detect Hidden stuff, and it requires no effort on your part. This basically negates alchemy, it negates mercantile, because look, increases the amount of gold. You will be finding a ton of gold using Detect Hidden, and then it also looks like it can open up secret passageways and whatnot, secret areas where maybe you can find some sweet armor, sweet weapons. Traps can be disarmed. The way enemies are facing are shown on the map, and eventually all the lore stones will be displayed on your map. So Detect Hidden is definitely awesome. I'm going to be putting most of my points into that. So let's say my first 8 levels is going to be 4 and 4 in this. Regardless, there's a couple more skills at the bottom here that I'll be putting a lot of points into as well. But those 2 are definitely going to be where I'll be putting most of my points in at the beginning. Maybe I can switch blacksmithing out for persuasion, and we'll go over that in a little bit. Stutter a little bit there. Oh, good old stutter and Stanley. So anyways, dispelling lockpicking, useless. The mini games are so easy. On the very hard, or I should say hard, on the hard lockpicking, I lost maybe 5 or 6 lockpicks, and lockpicks are so cheap. I mean, it's basically, there's no point in putting any of your points into that at all. The dispelling is a little less in that regard, because some of the spells can kill you if you don't beat the minigame. But even then, that minigame is really easy. You'll have no problems doing that at all. So don't even waste your points on those. And we just went over mercantile. The fact that you'll have so much gold just for running up to a pile of rocks and pressing A. you won't need to improve how much merchants sell stuff for. You just don't need it. Persuasion. Persuasion is definitely something that I may put points into first rather than blacksmithing. It depends on what I'm seeing for dialogue options. For a couple of the quests in the demo, I was able to keep some of the awesome items that I found during the quest just by persuading the quest giver at the end that hey, listen, I'm keeping this item. So for that fact alone, in the dialogue options, I'm definitely going to be putting some points into persuasion. So if you are anything that isn't a rogue, I highly suggest those 3. But since I am going to be playing rogue, I'm definitely going to be putting some points into stealth. The options for stealth are really, really awesome for stealth gameplay. So I'm going to be trying to put some points into stealth for combat. It's going to be kind of hard because those 3 that I mentioned earlier, Persuasion, Detect Hidden, and Blacksmithing, I feel like those are going to be the 3 core that I'm going to be putting points into. So I'm going to have to see as I go along. So anyways, I hope this guide helped you out, guys. I hope I was able to provide a brief overview of what I'm going to be going through in my gameplay. Let me know your thoughts on the most useful skills. I'm very interested, very curious to see what your thoughts are on this. And also, let me know what you think about Detect Hidden. Do you think it's overpowered? Just the fact that you can find so much gold and be able to find some pretty awesome equipment, I'm thinking that it's a bit overpowered. But anyways, let me know your thoughts on that. And as always, have fun gaming, and I'll see you around, everybody. Bye-bye.